Okay, welcome to this morning's edition of Wicked Good Eats, and we're going to do an Italian delicacy this morning. Went out early and clipped these nice squash flowers, okay, from the garden. You can see they're quite big. These are the males. You don't want to pick the ones that are on the fruit. These are the ones that are on the long stem, okay. And you want to get them in the morning while they're fully open, because later on they close up and they don't really make for good big fried squash flowers. And basically it's some simple ingredients, nothing special. We got some garlic, okay, we're going to add salt, pepper, eggs, a little bit of half and half. You can put some milk, baking powder, some, we're going to grate up some Pecorino Romano cheese and put that in there. We're going to add some parsley. You can use fresh, or if you have, I got this big container, so I'm going to use that up. And then we're going to fry them in this pan right here with some canola oil. Very easy to make, very delicious, like I said, an Italian delicacy. Okay, and the first thing you want to do is you want to go in and just wash these in the sink, okay? So they might have a little specks on them or whatever, being in the garden with little insects or whatever. So you want to make sure you wash them. And you clip off the bottom so that the stem comes out. Okay, you don't want that, that's bitter. And that's the part that needs to pollinate the fruit. I'm going to put them down, let's show you this, on this nice paper towel. Okay. And let them dry, and I'm going to do that for all of them, and we'll come back when those are all done. Okay, so you can see it only took about, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes to go clean all these, and now I got them on the paper towel drying out. That's fine. Okay, so to start off, I use this bowl I had to do the, we got the squash flowers, just a little drizzle of olive oil, okay. I have this nice garlic press. I'm going to use some fresh garlic this morning. And that just goes in there and squeezes right out. I'm using about 4 cloves. I like garlic. It's a nice flavor. And being fresh, you don't really need a lot because it's very strong. But this is a nice little press. Okay. And what it does is it just squeezes it through a little strainer cup in there. Okay. Once that's all done, just get a knife just to scrape off the bottom portion of it. Okay. Smells good. Fresh garlic. Okay. So we have that. We get the olive oil. We're gonna have about 4 eggs to do up about a dozen of those squash flowers. Again, you don't need a lot of batter, just enough to give it a thin coating. You don't want to make cakes out of these things, but yeah, about 4 eggs should do. Okay, so get that in there, and we're going to get a nice whisk. Okay. And get that going, started. Very easy. And salt to taste. I'm using sea salt. Okay. And black pepper. A little fresh crushed black pepper in there. Okay. And parsley. And I'm just going to drizzle some over the top, maybe a couple of tablespoons. And if you like pasta, I like pasta. It gives a nice flavor. So you incorporate that in there too. Okay. Again, like I said, you don't want to make this too thick. So I'm going to add a little. Use milk. I don't have any milk today. I got half and half because I made some cheese. Use my milk. Alright. Okay, so we got our grated cheese. You want to do, I don't know, that's about a third of a cup. You can use a little less, a little more. I like cheese flavor in there, the Pecorino Romano. So you can see what that kind of looks like. You add in the cheese, and you just kind of stir that in. And again, this is just a light batter for the flour. I never really measured this, but I use it kind of by feel. You want it to be less than a pancake batter, but more than scrambled eggs. And I think we're ready for prime time here, where we got our half a teaspoon, let's see, where is it? 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. And that's just to fluff it up a little bit. You want to let that incorporate. And you want to let it probably set for a couple of minutes. Okay, we're ready for prime time. And I'm going to take one of the first flours here. Okay. And I'm just going to keep my whisk handy because I got to give that a fresh shot. And what you want to do, I'm trying to show you what, just put it in, dredge it in the flour. Okay. And that batter, not the flour, sorry. It might be a little thick, so I might add some a little more oil to this. Just let it drain off, and then very gently put it in, and you can see that'll start cooking right up in the oil. Okay, so now that I got it just right, I got the first test flour in there, and that's cooking nicely. I got it on a medium heat, and you want to get these just to golden brown. They don't take very long to cook, 'cause like I said, there's not a lot of batter on them. That's always nice. So I'm going to show you what this looks like in the pan. Okay, so that's them frying up. You can see that's the first one I put in right there, so you can see that's just how you want it. Just the golden brown. That might be a little dark. I'll lower the heat a little bit. And then when the other side's just right, I'm going to put it in this and drain it. They take about a minute or so each side. That one's ready. That's a perfect squash flour. Very light, very light. And as you take one out, you can just fill in the next slot with the next flour. Okay, next thing I want to show you too is as you fill this pan, you can see I got some nice beautiful flowers, and you can do the next layer, just put that on top and you can start stacking the next ones in. And look who's come to join us. He smelt the squash flowers and now he wants his treat. So that's what we're going to do. We'll give Wolfie a little treat of these beautiful squash flowers. The ones on top are a little hot, but the ones on the bottom that we did earlier have pretty much cooled off. So I'm going to take, oh yeah, that one's nice and cool for him. And this is for Wolfie. He's going to have his first taste, as usual, of that squash flower. So, there it is. Okay, Wolfie, sit. Sit. Good boy. Okay, go ahead. See if you like it. Oh, yeah, look at that. There goes the tail. It's a winner. Wolfie likes squash flowers. I just hope he doesn't go when he goes outside start eating them right off the plant. Enjoy, everybody. I'm going to have mine with my coffee.